Hello everyone, Myzzrym here. I'm back from vacation and bringing you today a game between FMR and Furies in the TNPGaming Season 1. So what is TNPGaming? It's one of those private Dota communities, those communities that have, ladders and strict rules. Basically, they appeared, at least in Dota 1, because there was no public matchmaking, so players were kind of forced to search for private ladders to actually play without levers or minimize the risk of levers and griefers. And TNPGaming brings something very interesting to the table, which is every season players can become team owners if they wish, and basically what happens is team owners will choose their players, and that allows every player in TNP to actually gain some team play experience, playing teams against team, which is way much different than just playing, the public matchmaking with friends and, stomping people, or just solo queuing. So, Furies, FMR, two teams that are pretty good, at least in terms of TNP teams. We have to know that those are not professional teams, of course, so there will be strange plays, there will be mistakes, but this is most often what pub players who train to become better will do, and there's nothing shameful about this. So we first see Furies banning the Darkseer, FMR going for the Naga Siren, Tinker banned by Furies again, and then the Lycan banned by FMR. So far, pretty much standard bans. Enigma also banned by Furies now. So Darkseer, Naga Siren, we all saw in the TI2 how powerful they could be. Especially if those two are combined. Tinker is more likely a targeted ban because as he's a strong hero, this is like there's no doubt about this. But banning heroes such as Tinker in the first banning phase means that you leave a lot of good heroes open. Heroes that are really loved, such as the Invoker, the Nature Prophet, but one thing to keep in mind, though, is that since we're playing without, pro players, it's not really revolving around the meta game and the whole big talk about, how those combo really kill everything and those lineups are really famous. Because you have to remember that since you have average good or, very good players, but not professional players, they have a, limited set of heroes they like to play, or also heroes they are very good at. So maybe something is open like for example, Invoker, but they will not get it because they don't like playing Invoker, or they are not being very well at incorporating the Invoker into the lineup. One example would be Broodmother, which is very often banned in the professional games, but Broodmother is very, very hard to play because it relies a lot on timing. So teams that are just starting up, those teams did not exist until like 1 month ago. So there's a lot of team building, a lot of trust that needs to go in, and heroes like Broodmother might not be very suitable for those kind of games where you don't yet have the the team experience, the team communication, and the right timing. So we see Furies going for Templar Assassin first pick, which is a very strong hero. We saw that in the second international, as well as just being a really strong hero middle. If she gets a good start, she just really have a big impact in the mid game. And we have Leshrac and Lone Druid picked afterwards. But for FMR, we see Venomancer as well as the Tidehunter. And Venomancer, we don't really see him as a second pick, but he is a very, very good support hero. He's a very good hero all around. I mean, he can, he can deter enemies from pushing, and especially, I think Venomancer was picked as a direct counter to Templar Assassin because Venomancer has a lot of damage over time, and this just wrecks Templar Assassin's refraction, which works by instance, damage instance, and basically above a certain damage threshold, you will lose 1 instance, and Venomancer's poison is strong enough to take off instance every time a poison ticks. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that the instance, even though it's removed as a defensive instance, you still have 3 instants of damage, for example, at level 1, even if the 3 instants of defense are removed, so you still deal a lot of damage. And Venomancer, although he is good to take away those refraction instants, he is still very squishy and has no escape mechanism. That means Temporary Assassin, if she gets a blink and she blinks on the Venomancer, he will be dead food. Tidehunter, a very stable pick. You know, it's a good, very, very good team, especially if you're a starting team, because it's a hero that is very strong in teamfight, that have a lot of teamfight potential and a lot of presence. And he's very hard to bring down. That means you can actually, you know, go into the fight and force something to happen. We often see in pubs players not really knowing what to do and gathering 5 against 5 mid and just exchanging long-range nukes, and no one is actually daring to go in and push. Tidehunter is one of those stalemate breaker. If you have a Tidehunter, you can go in and force damage on the tower, and you're basically saying to the enemy, I'm starting to fight here. If you want to take the fight and save your tower, you risk yourself to take a Ravage in the face. So Tidehunter, one of those very, very good hero for this. And why do I say Tidehunter, not, for example, Enigma? It's because Tidehunter's ultimate is so easy to place. It's a huge AoE and it's hard to screw up. Whereas the Enigma, if you're not well placed, you won't be able to run in time. And if you're not well placed and you don't catch any, you know, like the good heroes, you will get stunned. Tidehunter ultimate, he cannot be cancelled. Morphling picked, and Morphling, I guess, no one's really surprised to see him. One of those carries that really shined in the second international at the expense of the anti-mage. We saw Morphling, how hard he was to bring down, how pesky he could be, bringing down those really, really squishy heroes with a early Ghost Scepter, Ethereal Blade, or, you know, just going for the big old carry build, Chinese build as we say it, which is the, you know, Lincoln Sphere into a Mantle style, into a Scatty, and just carry like a madman. Now, the thing is, Morphling, his replicate isn't going to be that good. Lone Druid is one of those heroes who, you know, because usually Morphling, when it gets to the late game, why is he so good is also because his ultimate creates an illusion of a hero. And if you actually create an illusion of the enemy carry, well, your illusion will be very strong, especially against the enemy supports that will be walking around, running around, trying to escape from this illusion that deals so much damage. And one of those big examples would be an illusion from Anti-Mage, because Anti-Mage illusion will bring you down with mana burn and everything. And here, you have Lone Druid against you as a carry, and TA, which is a semi-carry. TA, her damage comes from direct damage items, which is not benefiting the illusion. So Morphling, usually if you make an illusion of, for example, the Anti-Mage, and Anti-Mage has something like Butterfly, it will add damage. But if you have an illusion of Temple Assassin, the illusion won't have refraction, the illusion won't have the damage from the Desolator, stuff like this. So it won't be as powerful. Same for Lone Druid. Lone Druid will usually have his items on the bear, so you can replicate the Lone Druid, okay. But in itself, the illusion won't be doing a lot of damage, and you can't really replicate the you know, Spirit Bear. Now we see Broodmother and the Queen of Pain banned by Furies. Broodmother, very pesky hero, but as I said before, maybe not the easiest one to pull off, at least in, you know, those teams that are just starting to form. Queen of Pain, a very good burst hero. That right now we have Venomancer, Tidehunter, Morphling. It's a potential tri-lane, so that means they might have 2 solos or Morphling with solo mid. And we'll have a, so now we have Brewmaster, which is also a potential solo mid. And on the other side, by FMR, we have a Rasta ban and a Nature Prophet ban. So Nature Prophet ban, I'm not so sure that it was really necessary, because Nature Prophet is one of those heroes who really needs a lot of, you know, gold. And Templar Assassin Lone Druid also needs a lot of farm. That means you have 3 very farm-reliant heroes, and there are sometimes some teams that actually, when they're starting up, they kind of forget about this, and they pick a lot of heroes that are good by themselves. They can solo, they can support, they can do everything, but they need farm. And if you have too many heroes that need farm, it ain't gonna work well, because either you have everyone who has limited farm, or like 3 very farmed up hero and 2 others that are like really naked. Still, Nature Prophet, he can be played as a support. Now we have a push play by Furies, so potential lanings could be, well, Sand King Leshrac usually are paired together, so we might have Pudge solo Sand King or no, I mean TA usually wants to solo because she needs the experience. Pudge usually wants to solo as well, so he can get fast level 6 as well to get this combo. Lone Druid, it's okay if he doesn't solo, but you know, because he needs to farm way more than he needs the levels. But that would mean if Lone Druid doesn't solo, Pudge and Templar Assassin will solo, and Templar Assassin is not really a good you know, long lane solo, and Pudge isn't as well. So I'm curious about how they're gonna lane this. I'm just gonna see this. Maybe it's just gonna be a dual lane Leshrac with Pudge and Sand King Lone Druid. I don't know. And now we have Invoker picked as well for the FMR side. So Brewmaster, Invoker, Morphling, Tidehunter, Venomancer. That leaves two possibilities: Morphling with the tri-lane or Brewmaster with the tri-lane. I would be more thinking about a Morphling soloing in mid lane, Brewmaster. Or actually, no, never mind. Brewmaster can also solo in the mid lane. So we'll have to see. And right now, if we take a look at what the teams can do, the Furious team have a lot of pick-off abilities. They have some team fight with the Sand King, Leshrac, AoEs, and the fact that Lone Druid in the late game can also deal a lot of damage. But Pudge, Templar Assassin, they're really, really good, you know, gank heroes. So in order for Furious to really bring down the pain, it will be necessary that they actually get a lot of kills in the early to mid game, so that in the late game they actually shut down FMR quite well. If it's not the case, and they're on even terms and even footing as far as kills, as far as gold go, I think FMR will have a way better team fight. That is because they have Venomancer, they have Tidehunter, they have Brewmaster, whose ultimate is actually really strong. It's insanely strong, those Brewlings. And in team fights, basically you don't want to pop that for a gank, for example, because if you pop it for a gank, it usually means you have to run away with it, and it's, you know, wasting the cooldown. Or you might want to catch a hero, but wasting a Brewmaster ultimate for 1 kill is kind of like wasting a Tidehunter ultimate for 1 kill, and it's usually what you don't want to do. Invoker, Morphling, Tidehunter, Venomancer, Brewmaster, those are huge AoEs, you know, AoE team fight potential. So it looks like we have Invoker going top for the solo lane. He already has Observer Wards to avoid having the enemies pulling. Morphling is looking to go to the mid lane with a Wraith Band, so he's probably going to not going for the Morph first. We saw in the second international some Morphling, when they know they are going to get babysitted and they're going to, you know, be very safe, they go for Wraith Band and stats and Morph first, so they actually can outlast their opponent really, really strongly. Now, it doesn't seem that it's the case here. We have Morphling still leveling up the waveform at level 1. It's more of a safe build here. He still goes for the Wraith Band at level 1 and 1 Tango, so he has not a lot of consumables. We see the tri-lane bottom is going to be Brewmaster with Venomancer and Tidehunter. I think the captain of the team is actually G. So let's go over the players. G playing Venomancer, Beria on the Brewmaster. For motherfucking Russia is going to be playing Tidehunter, Darkso on the Invoker, and Rambo DotA is going to be playing the Morphling. On the other side, we have Legato on the Templar Assassin, Calamity playing the Leshrac, Fuzzy Bear on the Pudge, and Colmo 123 on Sand King, as well as Lowlizer on the Lone Druid. So we see that here we have a tri-lane top against a solo Invoker, and Invoker here is probably going to die if the stun lands, and it's going to land. So Pudge here with a level 1 rot. This is absolutely first blood. Invoker has absolutely no escape mechanism at level 1, and that is the risk of having a long lane Invoker. You usually want to have the Ghost Walk up as fast as possible to avoid those kind of situation. Now, I say that Pudge actually needs levels, but what's gonna happen here, I guess, is if everything goes well for Pudge, he'll be really out-leveling the Invoker by a lot, because Invoker won't be able to even approach the creeps if they actually manage to get the pulls right. And we even see a Sentry Ward put down by, I think it's, yeah, Leshrac, so they counter-ward the, you know, the ward from the pool. No, actually, no, Invoker only used 1, and it's here. So Invoker, he can't do anything, and he's gonna go bottom. I think we're gonna see, yeah, a trade, so it's gonna be a tri-lane against tri-lane. Pudge barely misses the hook. And this is going to be way harder to actually kill someone because Brewmaster is very tanky and he's the one who will need the farm, so he'll be the one going in. G has to be very careful though because G is the one that can actually get brought down easily. Now Calamity is in a lot of trouble, double slow on him, and he's probably going to go down. There's no way. Oh, very good, you know, hook by the Pudge to save him. In the mid lane, Legato against Morphling. We already see that Morphling taking a lot of damage, but he got some Tango pulled for him. Temporal Assassin's going for fast bottle rush. We see that the triple Iron Root branch, and we see that the bottle's already here. And I was saying on the top lane, it's actually a very good swap here because Brewmaster will have will be tanky enough, and as well as Tidehunter, they will be tanky enough to not get brought down. And G, he's the only one who might be in trouble, but he actually has he's actually range. So you have two range against one range, which is a Retract, and if the Retract is not careful, it's a Gush into a Gale into a Stomp, and he's dead. Push cannot even go near to kill the enemies with the Rot, because it's a long... Oh, actually he's in a lot of trouble. One stun by the Sand King is probably going to save him. Not even sure. He's so slow right now, and Leshrac is coming in to save him, but a good split, and now we see Brewmaster taking a 1 kill. Calamity is probably in a lot of trouble. Is the Gale going to be... No, not even needing the Gale. The poison and the right click from Brewmaster is way enough to bring him down. And now Sand King also running away. He's gonna get a couple of right clicks from G, and G has the level 1 poison seek. He might even go for it. Oh no, he's actually not going to. And he's taking a lot of damage from the tower. Now we see that Invoker's going to be laning as Lone Druid, which is going to be fine for the Invoker. It seems like Lone Druid is more focused on farming than harassing. Legato will probably have the upper hand in this fight because Morphling early damage also relies a lot on burst. You know, this waveform to harass and last hit as well. But if he goes in with the waveform, he's going to take a lot of damage from Legato. So most of the kills I think are gonna be coming on the top lane. In the mid lane we have Morphling has a waveform to run away, so until level 6 it's probably not going to be a non-issue. Temporal Assassin is also not going to die except if there's a big mistake. And on the bottom lane, except if we have a very lucky Entangle, it doesn't seem like Invoker's taking a lot of damage. Same for the Lone Druid. So top lane here now, the advantage I think is for FMR, because this tri-lane is just not gonna work except if Pudge lands a hook. The reason is Pudge DPS and killing potential comes from the fact that he can walk around with the Rot and keep the enemy slowed down. Oh, we see Legato going for the invisibility rune. He's gonna get it. And ooh, nice try to deny it with the Plague Ward, but it's not gonna be the case. And I was saying with the Rot, the problem is you're not going to kill them fast enough, and you're going to get slowed to death by the Tidehunter, Venomancer, and Brewmaster. Now there's one thing to look out for is that in the Radiant team you have very few stuns. You have the Tidehunter's ultimate, you have the Invoker who has some control with the Tornado, and you have the Brewmaster's ultimate, and as well as the Morphling Adaptive Strike, but you usually use it for the damage and not the stun. Calamity here taking a bit of tower damage. So that means there's a lack of lockdown to actually stop the Sand King's ultimate, for example. Or also the Temporal for blinking away. I was going to say this, but never mind this. Venomancer's ticks are going to prevent her from looking away. Templar Assassin might even think about going in. No, she's barely level 6, so if she's scaled, no, he still has a waveform up. So I was saying if she scaled the trap right here, she might have tried to go in for Morphling, but it's a bit dangerous for no reason. Remember that getting a kill is not worth getting killed. You're losing a lot of farm time, and ooh, this is very aggressive from Rainbow DotA. He's probably going to go down. There's actually no way he's going to survive this. One Melt Strike, and it's gonna... Ooh, he has enough health with the Morph. So never mind this, he runs away, but absolutely aggressive play here by the Morphling, wanting to get those extra creeps, and now forced to go away. Dark Show here on the Invoker going for a Quaswex build, so he's gonna have lots more of control, but there will be no Stern Strike coming up for the top ganks. Calamity here is standing around. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's probably looking for the two heroes that just disappeared, and they're using the smoke. They're gonna go on the Temper Assassin, who is, by the way, walking on the bottom lane to get the rune, so the smoke is gonna run out. And this move by Leshrac here, whether it was intentional or not, I think it was intentional. It's actually very good because you know if they're actually coming from behind with the smoke. Now the problem is with the smoke, they might go for the long route because they're invisible anyway, and that means if you're caught here by enemies coming from here, you're in a bit of trouble. Now we see a rotation coming in from Sand King. He's going to be in a lot of trouble because he's going to get caught by Venomancer, and the Gale is going to land. No, Legato's coming in to save him, and G is going to be in a lot of trouble. He is not going to be able to run away. The Sand King is going to use a stun, but DotA also picks up the kill on the Sand King. So that is 1 kill for 1 king, 1 kill for 1 kill. It's 2 supports dying here. Now Tidehunter's coming in, and Calamity as well, and the stun lands on Tidehunter, very good stun. There is a slow here, and Tidehunter might go down. It's a very, very good damage from the double edit, and Legato gets a double kill now. And he's bowling out of control now. DotA also getting a double kill. G trying to lay down some harass on Legato. He has to be careful because Legato can still deal a lot of burst damage. So Temper Assassin, this is what she needs. Those last hits, those kills to get this fast Blink Dagger, this fast. Ooh, sorry, Push actually getting a kill top lane on the Brewmaster. Brewmaster not yet level 6 so far. He was almost level 6, and with this level 6, he probably would have survived with the ultimate. Legato still controlling the lane quite well. Let's take a look at the last hit denies. We see that, we see that Lone Druid is actually on the has the upper hand. DotA forced to actually use some morph, and he has picked up some Dust of Appearance, so that looks like he might be going aggressive on Legato. And I was saying Lowlizer. Right now, the 3 heroes that farm the most are the dire heroes. So Legato, on the Temper Assassin, with Lowlizer on his Lone Druid, as well as Fuzzy Bear on his Pudge. So the Radiant team is actually getting we see 2k gold in the adventure for the dire. Radiant team is getting outlasted, and we might see a kill on Venomancer. Yes, it's a dismember, and Fuzzy Bear is actually gonna drop for this, but it's a very good suicide. Baroya here trying to go some more on the Sand King. Sand King using his stun and dealing a lot of damage to this Brewmaster. Brewmaster now forced to back off. He will probably use the Salve. And DotA sitting invisible here, waiting for Legato to pop up, but Legato checking the rune, and he's trying to go for the Brewmaster. I don't think he'll be able to kill him. Brewmaster has the ultimate, and he also has a lot of mana with the Arcane Boots, so even if you use a clap, there will be no problem. He may be forced to use it, though. Yes, he is. I think he used it a bit early, though. Oh, Temporal Assassin taking a lot of damage, actually. And she's running away. There's a Cyclone here. He might want to Dispel Magic. Yes, he does. And now she goes invisible. Is there the dust coming in? There's the dust, but there's 14 seconds of cooldown. Now Baria is actually backing off, and I'm very surprised about this. Oh, very good punch hook, and this is a dead Venomancer. That's a 3rd kill for, actually 4-2 for Pudge. Now what's happening on the bottom lane? We have Lone Druid having the Tranquil Boots, and Spirit Bear actually just tanking some damage for fun. 10 minutes in, we have 42 creep kills on Legato, 38. Oh, more scrap this. Morphling's getting attacked, and he's not morphing. He's not morphing. I'm really surprised. You can actually morph strengths while you're getting stunned. So I'm not sure if he actually knew that he was going to be okay, or he was just not paying attention. Now we see again Baroya getting killed by the Pudge, and here Dismember into a mid hook. He knew that the ultimate was down, or maybe he was just planning on killing him with the combo before he could, split. Having the mid hook ready for the burst damage is actually a really big deal. Now we see that the gank is going to come in on Invoker. Invoker has very low health. He actually has a phase boost, so he might be able to run away. Legato diving the tower. Is there going to be TP support? No, not yet. Oh, the Darkseer trying to dodge, and no, he's not gonna get. He's not gonna be able to. Sand King, on the meantime, getting chased by G. Bera, is he going to be able to catch him up? Their stomp is gonna not land, so never mind this. A bit of a fail juke here by the Invoker on the bottom lane, but nice try anyway. Leshrac here sitting very naked with 1 Observer, 2 Iron Branch, but support Leshrac. This is a hard life of the support Leshrac. He needs to be in to deal the damage with the double edict, but he has no health and no mana, so he will drop if you focus him down. And 10, 11 minutes in, we see that none of them are actually having extremely good amount of form, which is, you know, to be expected from you know, average pop players. I mean, I'm not, you know, saying that they're bad. Many players are. I mean, Legato, he's playing well so far, very well. Same with the Pudge, we have some very good mid hook, but it's different from just watching the competitive plays, you know, and casting them and seeing that anti-mage is like 80 creep kills at 10 minutes. Legato here getting spotted by the ward, and Tidehunter in no man's land, and he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. And never mind this, Legato is vision tunneling on the others. Tidehunter is taking a lot of damage now. We have the hook, and a nice hook by Pudge, cutting the escape route from the Tidehunter, and now Tidehunter's dead. They are actually tower diving the Venomancer. Very good stun again. And now we have Calamity in a whole lot of trouble. Hook is gonna miss though, and Pudge is going in, and he has the dismember. He doesn't even need it. Legato in a lot of trouble now. He's gonna get focused down by the tower. He's probably going to die just from the burn from the panda. Yes, he is. And now Pudge is on the run, but he's gonna get caught by the Tidehunter on the other side. And this is very probably a very dead Pudge. Now Tidehunter, oh, he's turning in. Oh, he actually get a kill before dying, and now, yep, Tidehunter is trying to get the kill. He will get it. Pudge won't be able to deny himself. Even Invoker coming in from the bottom lane, but that means like Lone Druid is still farming up. So I was saying they weren't going to get, you know, extreme amount of farm like we see in competitive play, but this is actually fine. You have to remember that Dota is not a game of absolute, it's a game of relativity. If the enemy team farm less than you are farming, well, you're doing good. So even though you're not doing like perfectly, you know, burning 80 creep kills at 10 minutes, you're still doing very well when you compare it. 63 to 50, and if we take a look at the kills right now, it's 9 to 12, so it's more even than I would expect. But what's important is that the kills are going on the right heroes. Oh, the Gale is gonna miss, and that is probably a very dead panda. And we see how much damage she actually deals right now with just a phase boost and level 4 refraction. G is gonna die as well, and this is a double kill. Let's say on the middle lane, there's nothing. On the bottom lane though, we might see something coming from the Tidehunter. He actually got spotted by the silent trap, and there are wards everywhere here. There's like this bottom river. Fuzzy Bear is gonna go on the Tidehunter. Dismember is gonna land. It's not in the hood. It's not in rot. Rot AOE, but no matter. We see a Leshrac stun following up. And what I'm surprised about is Leshrac is scaling for the double edit, but they still haven't pushed a single tower. So all the towers still intact. If we take a look at the gold graph, it's going beyond almost 4k gold now. And Temper Assassin has the Blink Dagger, so if FMR are not careful and do not stick together, they will get picked off very easily. Experience graph, 5k advantage for the Dire, and Rambo Dota has to be very careful now. A third TP coming up, and now we see the first towers going down to Morphling. G is probably going to get burst down instantly. Tidehunter actually has the Ravage, but he doesn't use it. Legato is running away, but there's the dust, and Legato is probably going to go down. Oh, very good punch hook, and this is a very, very dead Tidehunter. No, he parts the Ravage before dying, and that gives the time to Brewmaster to go in with a Stomp, and this is a waveform, and again Pudge denies himself. It's now who is it coming from behind? We see Sand King coming from behind, but I very, very doubt that they might go for it, because Sand King and Leshrac, those two supports, are supports that need a lot of farm to be, you know, really, really efficient. Now, Sand King and Leshrac can be played as support, don't get me wrong, but a farming Sand King and a farming Leshrac actually wreck shit up. Especially if Sand King gets this early Blink Dagger, is gonna do extremely good amount of damage in those team fights, and it's also helping in the ganks. But Sand King here is farming quite well. I mean, is supporting quite well, and they might want to go for Invoker. Now the Bear has Entangle. He's level 7, so he can tank the tower. We see a stun, very good stun, and now the ultimate. Oh, clutched Tornado canceling the Sand King ultimate, and now Sand King is in a lot of trouble. The Gale unfortunately has missed, and they're trying to get Sand King, but they won't be able to get it. G is overextending right now. He has to be careful. The hook is not gonna land, and now Tidehunter's coming in as well. He does not have Ravage, but he has level 4 Gush, so that is a lot of armor reduction and damage. Venomancer unfortunately have missed several amount of Venomous Gales. Now he's using the wards very wisely to see where the Pudge is to avoid getting blind hooked. Now Darkseer is gonna go. He's landing a tornado. Not gonna follow up though. And Darkseer's getting oh, he gets entangled, but oh, Fuzzy Bear has to be very careful. There's 4 hero here for the Radiant. 5th hero coming in, Morphling coming in, and you have to remember that gathering at 5 may be impressive, maybe you know, really pressuring the enemy, but meanwhile Temper Assassin's farming, and oh, having a bit of fish here. Pudge has the Hood of Defiance now, so he's gonna be looking for a Pite, no doubt, and this is gonna be very good, cutting damage from the Invoker, from the oh, whoa, Sand King. This is very cocky from him. Actually no, they have the vision on the Tyrant. They knew that he was around here, so he knew that he could pull this off. Spirit Bear now has the Radiance. It's probably going to be a 20 minutes Radiance, so very good Radiance for at least, you know, not professional level of play. Calamity here getting chased down by the Morphling, but he's not using the Replicate to run away. Now he's in a lot of trouble if he gets caught up, and he will get caught up. Now he has not enough mana to use the waveform, and he can only Strength Morph, but Legato will have a Silent Trap in 2 seconds. Yes, now Rainbow DotA in a lot of trouble. He has no strength left to morph, and he's getting chased down. Now one more right click, and he's gonna go down. Oh, in the meantime, Invoker taking a kill on the Lone Druid, which is very important because he almost has this Radiance as well. What do we have on the support heroes? So let's take a look. We have Venomancer up for FMR. G has a Ring of Basilius as well as Boost of Speed. He might want to turn this on to push to give the bonus armor to the creeps. He also has some wards. Invoker going from Drum of Vendure Phase Boost to the Move Speed build, which is kind of like the old build that we used to see before the Second International, before the Exhort build was nerfed. Now Morphling has Power Treads, Ring of Luculia, Perseverance. Oh, I might want to wait a bit. The TP is coming in. EMP is going to land on Legato. Legato takes a lot of mana away. And now he is also getting... ooh, Baroya gonna get hooked here. Temper Assassin actually getting countered quite well by the Panda Brewmaster from the alcohol, because she will miss a lot of right clicks, and she relies on the right click damage. So blinding this Templar Assassin is going to be a huge deal. Darkseer here actually dodging the Pudge hook by using the no, actually the hook didn't know where he was, so he used the blind hook. But wisely running away with the Ghost Form. As I said before, he's going for the movement build, which was introduced by Ferrari, I think, in Dota 1. Now the first team is trying to see if anyone's hiding here. They will take one tower as well, so it's 1-1 right now. Oh, actually 2-1. The top tower also dropped. Sorry, I didn't notice this. Morphling going for this Lincoln Sphere, I guess. So he's still pretty far away from it. 2k gold away. Brewmaster has the Arcane Boots, but that's pretty much all. He's looking for a Blink Dagger, I guess, so 500 gold away from the Blink Dagger. And what is a Tidehunter? Tidehunter is full support. He has absolutely nothing except boots. Pudge, I said before, he has a Hood and nothing much Arcane Boots as well, so he's gonna land a lot. He's gonna throw a lot of hooks at least, and maybe even if he doesn't land all of them, at least he will be able to try a lot because he has those Arcane Boots. Temper Assassin, he has 2.6k gold. Oh, G has to be very careful. Oh, the hook is gonna land! Very nice hook here. And Venomancer actually managed to land the ultimate before dying, but it's not gonna help a lot because the Poison Nova cannot kill your enemies. So at the very most, he will force the Sand King to back to the fountain. And Sand King also picked up the Arcane Boots now. So what do we have? What else do we have? We have Temper Assassin. I'm wondering if she's going to go for a Desolator or for more of a BKB build to be able to stand in the team fight and deliver damage without caring about the Invoker disables and the Tidehunter ultimate. We have Sand King, who managed to get a Arcane Boots and only 1k away from the Blink Dagger, so not so far away from it. Lone Druid now, he almost has his Radiance up, so it's a bit more delayed than I expected because he got killed. but it's gonna be soon up. And what do we have on the Leshrac? Leshrac has the power threat, has a bracer, and that's actually a very good build when you're on a support Leshrac. You need all the strength you can get to avoid dying very quickly. Oh, the hook not gonna land, but nice try anyway. Colmo is coming in. He, as I said before, 1,000 gold away from the Blink Dagger, and now Legato, Fuzzbear, Calamity, and Colmo heading up for the middle lane tower. They have to be very careful. There's the Tide Ravage, there's the Brewmaster ultimate level 2, and that means if they're actually going in, Tide is gonna use the ultimate. Yes, he is. He's only gonna catch Sand King though. Very good split by Legato as well, Fuzzbear, and now Calamity is gonna drop. The G is gonna drop as well. Legato taking a lot of damage from the Brewlings, and very good tornado by the Storm Brewling. Legato trying to run away. He will get the Haze Rune. Will he be able to run away? No, the Adaptive Strike leveled by Morphling pretty early, and he's still gonna get him. Now Fuzzbear trying to run away. Berea has the Blink Dagger, but he will not be able to catch him. And Morphling, oh, very good hook again by the Invoker, allowing Fuzzbear to actually not get blocked by Invoker on the other side, and they're gonna drop the chase. But on the other side, we have the Spirit Bear split pushing, and oh, Lolizer has to TP away very quickly. It's okay, he's not gonna be cancelled. This fight, actually, I think it was 3-4-1. Tidehunter died as well, so 3-4-2. Leshrac died, Venomancer died, Temper Assassin died, as well as the Sand King. Did the Sand King die? I'm not so sure. Oh yeah, he lost gold, so he died. Venomancer died and Tidehunter died, so I think FMR are going to be happy with this trade. As I said before, FMR have the upper hand in the team fight. Even though Tidehunter only landed the Ravage on one, which I think was on the Sand King, you have the Brewmaster ultimate, which is terrific. It's absolutely team wrecking. You saw that Purge got thrown into the air by the Air Panda. For those who don't remember, the tornado lasts 6 seconds. 6 full seconds. It's extremely long. For 6 seconds, you have the Purge that is a non-issue in the team fight. So basically, they just turned all on the Temper Assassin when the 2 supports were dead, and Temper Assassin couldn't really get out. So I'm wondering if she's gonna go for the BKB. We see that she can't really do much without getting chain disabled. And one thing that she can do with the BKB now is not run away from the Ravage, because she won't be hit by it. So she will be able to stand in and try to go and kill the Tidehunter before he used the Ravage. And if Tidehunter is very low, he might be popping that Ravage before he's in position, and that means the Ravage won't be hitting anyone. Now Brewmaster is gonna steal the Invisibility Rune. Legato gonna see this denied, and Brewmaster now has the Blink Dagger, as we saw in the last team fight. Tornado's gonna land on no one. EMP is gonna land on no one as well. A bit of a fish here by the hook, and now Invoker almost has the 4-staff. Legato getting his refraction absolutely demolished here. Berea scouting the front line. We see Morphling. Oh, Fuzzbear. Oh, the engagement by Storm absolutely destroying the Leshrac here. And now they're going on Legato. On the other side, we have a fight. Sand King gonna get caught up by G and Tidehunter, and Purge running away. What happens here? We have Legato still running away, He will be able to blink away, especially if Brewmaster blocks himself on the cliff with the Blink Dagger. So again, we see that Brewmaster, there's one thing he's very good at, is disrupting the team fight. He split the team fight in two because the Brewlings are tanky enough to not get killed instantly if you go in. So Brewmaster goes in, use the Brewlings. The team fights is split in two. You have Sand King here as well, the Pudge. So Pudge is running away, Sand King gets caught up, and on the other side we have the Leshrac getting absolutely demolished by the Brewlings, plus the Morphling, and forcing Legato to run away. So Legato not so far from his BKB, 1k gold away. 100 gold away only. Pudge has his Pipe of Insight, which is going to be a huge deal in the team fights. But I'm still concerned about the team fights from Furries. I think they really need to find pickups exactly like this. But G is going to land his ultimate on all four, and now they're going to take a lot of damage. The Ravage is going to land as well. Now Legato is going to go down. We have already 2 deaths. And Sand King also going to die. 3 deaths for the Dire, only 1 for the Radiant, and especially it's a Venomancer. And Venomancer, he doesn't care, man. He can get killed if he lands the ultimate on 3-4 heroes. He did his job. He's happy with it, and that's exactly what he saw. The Poison Nova actually ate through the pipe of Insight, and having everyone clumped up on the Venomancer allowed Tidehunter to have a perfect Ravage, catching a lot of them. Again, we see the team fight split, and now Invoker has the Force Staff. He will have this extra mobility. Morphling also has the Lincoln Sphere. He's gonna look, I probably guess, for the Mental Style. They will have to be careful in the top lane. We have Brewmaster who's gonna get caught up, and will they be able to kill him before? Yes, they will. Calamity, again, a lot of trouble, but there will be 2 kills for 1. No, never mind. You have the Sand King here as well. Fuzzybear is gonna go down. Rainbow Dota is still alive. Colmo is trying to run away, but he won't be able to. Lowlizer coming after the fight. He has to be very careful. It's 1 versus 3 right now. And G taking a lot of damage. 1 versus 4. What do I say? Russia taking a lot of damage from everyone. Getting slowed to death, and he's gonna get right-clicked down by Invoker. Legato coming in, trying to pick up the remains, but he's 1 versus 3 and he's gonna get slowed. He's trying to get Morphling, but I think he really has to turn around, trying to get the Tidehunter. He won't be able to get him. Yes, he will. Very good Force Staff by Invoker to try and save his ally, but Legato in the end will drop. It's actually a team wipe for the Dire. You see here the most common mistake that happened in pubs and in inexperienced team, porting one after the other on the top tower. So getting picked off 1 against 5, 2 against 5, 3 against 5, again 2 against 5, and 1 against 5 at the end. Oh, I mean 1 against 4 because Tidehunter still died. Venomancer, I think he died. I'm not sure. I didn't pay attention to him. But yeah, here this fight definitely going towards FMR. And as I was saying before, the longer this goes, the worse it gets for the Fury team. And as long as FMR doesn't do a huge mistake, if they keep on fighting 5-man Dota and going for those team fights, they have the upper hand. They have the Brewmaster ultimate, and once he gets this Scepter, he will be absolutely wrecking shit up. Tidehunter also with this Ravage, he now has the level 2 Ravage, so even more power for him. Morphling has the Yasha up. He now has also the ability to buy the Earth Limit Orb. Fuzzybear has to walk away. He has to be very careful. Oh, nice dodge here, but he's gonna get slow to a crawl again. He's gonna eat G to try and kill someone. G is gonna go down. No, he's not. Very good tornado. Oh, he actually will. The Radiance range actually huge. And now we see again they're getting picked off. Fuzzybear is gonna go down. Lowlizer on the run. Calamity trying to delay them, and Calamity is in a lot of trouble as well. Oh, very good slow here. Calamity trying to do something. He will get the stun. No, oh he will, but actually Tidehunter also coming in with the Ravage. Legato in a huge amount of trouble. He won't be able to get Dota. Sand King using the Epicenter, almost getting Tidehunter. Will he get him? No, he will get picked up before. And Brewmaster actually getting killed by the Radiant Bear. Now we see Rainbow Dota trying to come in to get the remains. Temper Assassin's getting caught, but he will be able to blink away. No, he's not. He will get caught up, and Lowlizer also getting the Tidehunter on the back of the play, and we see that Lowlizer actually dealing a lot of damage, but he's taking too much damage. He will drop. Will he? Oh, one last right click. The Dark Shield looks like he will drop. He is actually going to drop because of the Radiance Bear. Very lucky Entangle. Rainbow Dota. Oh, he actually find him. Again, team wipe. And why did I say he could have blinked away? He was in the Tornado, right? Tornado from the Invoker actually allows you to do something right when you fall, because it doesn't deal the damage immediately. So you often see pro players surviving a tornado fall by popping the magic wand right after as they fall, because you can't use the magic wand when you're in the tornado, but you can still use it when you fall, at the moment you fall. So you could have used the Blink Dagger as well if you know, spam clicked it, or and that depends if you have a lot of lag. I think you can achieve that as well. So again, now the game is going back. You see in the Radiant's favor, goal graph going down to approximately 6k in the advantage of Dire, now popping up about 1k for the Radiant. So right now it's still pretty even, but if we take a look at the experience graph, you see that it's going above 5k now. And as I said before, it's not only the goal, it's not only the experience, it's the lineup. I'm really afraid for furries right now because they can't really find the trades, and Pudge is becoming a non-issue. You saw that he tried to use the hooks, but every time he hooks someone, the rest of the team comes in and they're getting punished for this. Someone get hooked, even if he doesn't get killed instantly. Venomancer still has the time to use the Poison Nova. Brewmaster almost always have time to use the Primal Split. And even if it's not the case, Tidehunter can just run in, force staff by the Invoker, or even Invoker long range Tornado to disable the Push Dismember. So now it looks like FMR are trying to do something in the middle lane. Are they going to go and try to go for top ground? And ooh, they're almost getting Legato. Not gonna get him. I'm not sure they can go for the upper grounds right now. They have Morphling with the Menta style as well as Lincoln. Tidehunter, he has the ultimate up, but they don't have anything like the mechanism, like the pipe. So if it goes wrong and the team fight get delayed, they will have a lot of trouble, because to go on the upper ground, the thing is, ooh, they're actually gonna go catch Legato. Legato here is gonna get in huge trouble, and that is exactly what they need to actually go on the top, on the high ground. Sorry. Oh, nice try by Fuzzybear. Sometimes when they get a kill, people try to go back here to push, and now it's 4 vs 5. Does Legato have a? No, he doesn't have a buyback. So now we might see a Rax, but to go on high grounds, there's one problem, is that if they don't get the kills on the first go, the DotA team can just back off, like they're doing right now. They're splitting up, and they just have to wait until the Panda ultimate is over. Same with the Tidehunter's ultimate. See, Tidehunter used the ultimate. I think it was a bit premature, and Panda used the ultimate. And now if they fight, it's gonna look very bad for them, because they're all low on health. There's no mechanism. There's no pipe. There's no nothing to heal them up, and there's no ultimate anymore. Invoker still staying around. Actually, having to be careful because the hook, yeah, very good. You know, a well-placed hook might be able to catch him up. And Lone Druid, he's going for this. He's going for the Assault Cuirass. But I'm not so sure that it's necessary here. The main damage does not come from the Morphling, but more from the all combos from the Invokers, the Venomancer, Morphling even going for Adaptive Strikes to deal a lot of damage, Brewmaster Clap. So a lot of damage is actually magic damage. And now they're gonna try to go on Roshan. There's no vision on Roshan, but I think G and fucking Roshan actually are thinking. Actually, I think they know. They at least they guess. So they're gonna use Tornado. Now it's gonna get scouted. So are they gonna want to fight in Roshan? Darksteel has. No, they don't have the ultimate, so they're gonna have to be very careful if they go in. Fuzzybear might even get a stray hook. No, almost, but that's not gonna be the case. And in the meantime, we have Calamity doing a very wide thing, which is pushing the middle lane tower, forcing them to actually do something. So he's gonna find a haste rune. He's gonna be here in time. Oh, it's a smoke coming in, and Roshan falls. Legato picks up the Aegis, but he's gonna go down. Very good hook away from TA, and now Sand King using the ultimate, but not gonna kill anyone. Temper Assassin still gonna get killed by the Brewmaster. Now G is in a lot of trouble. He's gonna fall. Oh, Leshrac actually getting 2, and now Sand King trying to run away. He burst strikes himself up on the top of the ground, and now he's gonna get tornadoed up. He still has a little bit of life, so he's gonna be able to run away. Rainbow DotA trying to get some kills, and ooh, very good hook. But is it going to get this kill? He actually might. Nope. Oh, he is. Legato with the damage is way enough. Pudge trying to run away. The pipe actually going to save him for a few seconds, but now Legato is low, and with the Drunken Haste, he's gonna miss 75% of his attack, so he can't stand there and right click. He can still use the backing bar. He still haven't used any of the charge of the backing bar, and he might have to right now. The tower is gonna go down from the right click by the Morphling. Sand King's coming in. He is going to pop on the Lincoln Sphere of the Morphling, taking a lot of damage, and now Legato popping the BKB, but actually running away. Oh, he might be able to get a kill on the Brewmaster, or even on Rainbow DotA. But now Brewmaster has the ultimate orb, and I mean the ultimate up, and he's gonna go in and absolutely destroy the poor Sand King. Legato's gonna fall as well, but Morphling falls to the damage from the Radiance and the Leshrac. Now Leshrac in a lot of trouble as well. He's gonna get picked up by the Brewmaster, and this is probably going to be rocks. Oh, never mind. Lone Druid dealing a lot of damage with the Spirit Bear, and Beroya, he won't be able to run away if Lone Druid try to chase. Oh, Tidehunter trying to come in to help. Will he be able to? Oh, this is dangerous. This is actually very dangerous. Beroya focusing on the bear, and the bear is not up for 70 seconds, so no damage now for the Lone Druid. Only 100 per right click, and the melee barracks actually fall. So I'm not so sure it was worth the chase in the end, because the melee barracks falls, and as you all know, the heroes respawn, the barracks don't. So now, not only they have a disadvantage in terms of team fight, but also in terms of lanes. Dark Zero might be going on the push, but this is very cocky. He might get killed, because if he gets eaten, no, the cold snap will allow push to. Oh no, Pudge was not. Pudge could have get out the kill if he managed to hook him and dismember him before the cold snap, or try to wait the cold snap out by juking and then using the dismember, because under the cold snap there's no way you will get the dismember off, especially if Invoker has illusion. And now Invoker still starts to do a lot of right click damage from the cold snap and from the fact that he has a Drum of Endurance, Force Staff, Phase Boost, as well as Ultimate Orb, so he's going to go for the Sheep Stick. He already has the Mystic Staff if he wants it, and it's only 900 gold away from the Sheep Stick. Now Venomancer, he is rocking around with a Power Tread Magic Wand, but very good warding all game long, as well as using the Dust, always on par with those anti-invisibility stuff. And now Sand King is gonna get picked up. Will he be able to run away? He won't. There is the cold snap, and he's gonna go down. Now maybe Lowlizer trying to go in to do something. They might be able to pick up the Tidehunter. No, he's gonna go on G, and very good Ice Wall. Legato won't be able to do anything in this Ice Wall. See how slow he is. And the bear still fishing around. Beroya not gonna get stunned, and Legato getting picked off here by the cold snap. He won't be able to do anything. Beroya getting eaten by the push, not being able to use the ultimate before, but Fuzzy Bear trying to go and look for a kill. He might be able to hook someone. No, he's hooking a creep. Very good Force Staff use on Invoker to save his ally Venomancer, because basically Venomancer, Invoker knows he's going to be able to run away. Calamity taking a lot of damage from the Invoker. She's gonna get hooked. He's gonna get hooked, and clutch. Trying to find Darkseal, not gonna find him. In the meantime, Lowlizer getting a solo kill on the Tidehunter. What's happening top lane in the meantime? We see Morphling. Morphling actually is going for the he's going for a butterfly. Does he have any items? He has the Eagle Song already. He has the butterfly completed. So Morphling now dealing so much damage, and plus not only does he deal a lot of damage with the butterfly, but he'll dodge 30% of the attacks coming from the Temper Assassin and from the bear. So he's gonna not only deal more damage, but also be more be less likely to go down to the burst of Temper Assassin. And I must say here, the more I look at it, the less I see Furies coming back from this. And I must say that if they actually manage to come back from this game, my hat's off for them, because 15k experience advantage, gold is only 5k, so they still manage to find the gold. So right now, as I said before, except if there's a huge blunder by FMR, I don't see Furies winning anymore. Brewmaster has completed the Aghanim. He's level 16 as well, I mean 19, but he has the level 3 ultimate, so his Brewlings are insanely powerful. Almost, I could say, overpowered, but you know, it's what the ultimate is for. And Morphling now, he can even go for a Satanic if he wants to get lifesteal, or a Eye of Scatty. Now Invoker also has the Sight of Vice. We have a smoke here popped, and they're gonna go on the Sand King. Sand King is actually gonna get caught up, and he actually managed to blink away. Now the ultimate's gonna pop, only... Oh, the strike going down, and Fuzzy Bear trying to go away, but very good ice wall again, I must say. This Invoker on top of his ice walls, popping them exactly at the right place, and now we see the Lone Druid going down, so this is no more DPS on this same Pudge, is gonna get absolutely demolished. Legato trying to run away, and FMR having a bit of a offensive GG here. So, oh, some trash talk here, which, you know, it happens. Remember that those players are most of those players are, you know, pop players that actually. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's starting to really go into the shitter here. So again, remember those teams are made from pop players, and that means that you know, you have all kind of players as well. But very good display of skill by both teams here. I must say, early game, Temporal Assassin Push really doing well, and in the late game, a lot of good team fights coming from FMR. First also getting picked off a bit, and good game in the end. Very good game. It's a good content from you know, pub players. As we can see, pub players can also make very good games, and I must say, if you're interested in TNPGaming, go take a look at their website, and maybe, who knows, you might be going into a team as well and start to get some taste of it. For those who actually watch my channel and who are still here after the video, I was just going to say that I'm trying to work on also other educative videos, so don't worry, I'm not forgetting you guys. I am trying also to remake those from LoL to Dota 2 videos with the video editing. I'm trying my best to do this, but it's very hard for me, and I'm failing at it quite hard right now. So maybe we're not gonna see these videos anytime soon. At least not maybe for the next few days. I might need a week or two before I get the hang of video editing. So thanks for watching anyway. And I hope to get to see to sorry. I hope that you guys keep on watching my videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.